야, 너 이리 와, 이 새끼들아. 이 새끼들, 너 여기 좀 해보자. 이 새끼들, 너 빠루 들었다, 내 임마.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
아, 담장 놈에 점마도 있는 거네. 그래.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
허허.
Let's love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating
이
profusely.
새끼들.
His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the... The kid
그래.
is obviously high.
약물에 취해 있다고. 그래.
Kuno, yeah, right in the...
They pay you no heed or pretend.
Shits himself.
이런 새끼들.
Kuno? You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The
이런.
fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
그래.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
나 마약 수사관이 아닌데.
The
그래.
fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
이 뭐야, 얘네들.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will
Abdul?
see.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
하하하, 더빙 보소. 범죄 현장에 관해서, 오케이.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
그래, 저
No,
사다리.
it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic treehouse.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse. No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Yeah, whatever.
그렇지.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
그래, 쿠노가
Kuno's
누구지?
Kuno, pig.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
The
그렇지.
fuck are you calling a third person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted,
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
야, 둘 다 미친놈 새끼들, 이거
Help!
그냥.
Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
그래.
Help! He's digging his dick.
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in eating Kuno! Somebody, please!
그래. 이 새끼 어디서 성공? 까불고 있어.
thump. The blow connects surprisingly
그래.
well, leaving your knuckles tingling.
한 대 꼭 맞으려고. 야, 이 새끼야.
Kuno feels it. This was no light
그래.
tap.
What?
그래.
Officer, you need to calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has
꼭
gone
맞아야
too
정신
far.
차린다.
Okay, pig.
If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you, it's safe to say things didn't go as he'd planned.
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
이 동네 정말 진짜 미친
The
동네구나.
creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from act to
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit.
그래.
The fuck do you want?
이 새끼들. 씨, 하자.
It's not
그래.
Kuno.
존경심을
It's
좀 갖게 해야지.
Kurvitz.
그래,
Fuck you whispering about?
그래.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what.
Fuck you whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay?
그래.
Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
만들지
Don't
말라고,
make
오케이.
Kuno look bad in this.
그래.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
오, 쉣. 일로 받치면 안 되지.
Idiot. You bungled it up.
아,
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say.
Try to fuck my Kuno.
끝났네.
Try to fuck my Kuno away.
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for
안
trying
되네.
to separate them, for trying to take the street out.
You're
그래.
dreaming, pig. That's not how this shit works.
에헤이, 방법을 잘못 찾겠네.
But don't
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno. Fuck his fat ass.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
그래.
No, it's not fucking Kuno's.
He thinks you're fucking.
Get the fuck out of here,
아까 전에
pig.
했던
Yeah,
거지.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
아이고야, 이놈도
This trash container
쓰레기
is locked.
수거함.
The sliding lid as a. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
그래.
Trash,
있을 것
food
같아.
waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts
그래.
from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
무조건 여기 있는 것 같아.
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage,
Oh.
or we might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling-in-Rags. He probably has one,
아이,
and he also
17%인데?
has information.
Force time is. What is this? Your triceps ache for them.
잠깐,
Let's
새
ask
지렛대
the
들고 가야
manager
돼.
for the key.
어,
This is clearly not what.
새 지렛대를 들고 갑시다. 이게, 아니다, 이거. 네모. 새 지렛대 들었는데? 지렛대 들고 있는데?
An intricate web of blue lines stretches. It
뭐야?
still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night for you to discover. Someone close to the victim might know. Gone.
넌 누구지? 질문 2개뿐이네요.
This trash
깜빡을 해도 안
container
된다고.
is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says Whirling-in-Rags. The body is downwind from here. The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
안 돼, 나중에 와야 되네, 이거. 아니. 오케이. 돈. 마그네슘. 아, 약초 재배 아까 전에 누군가 했잖아, 저기요. 못 가나? 저기로는. 이게 단데. 저봐. 네모. 아까 스킬업을 했는데 지성, 논리, 수사학, 연극, 개념화, 시각화, 육체 있네. 어스름. 고통을 떨쳐내라. 물리적 수단. 그래. 올려봅시다. 물리적 수단을 올려보자. 됐어. 레벨 없죠. 한번 올리면 끝나네. 되돌려 놓기 안 되네요. 오케이. 퀘스트를 한번 볼까요? 지도. 이거 배우고. 신분증 찾기. 권총 추적. 분실 보고. 자. 확실히 보자. 확실히 보고 이제. 손해배상. 삼각형. 나머지 신발 한 짝 찾기. 원래 나머지 옷은 얘를 아까 전에 틀려서 안 되는구나. 목매달라는데 붙여없기. 이걸 해야 되는데. 킴에게 사건 브리핑. 문신. 킴에게 사건 브리핑을 받아야 된다고?
Yes?
그래,
What
사건에
do
대해서
you want to
얘기해줘.
know?
그래.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember. 3 days ago, the RCM emergency desk
RCM.
received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling-in-Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
그래.
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay.
보안
from
요원이라고
Martinez,
아까
of
했잖아.
course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
그래, 신호를
There's a
밝히지
strong
않는 이유가
prejudice
뭐니?
against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
RCM이
That's us,
뭐냐고.
the Revachol Citizens
아,
Militia. We're the police in this city.
시민 민병대가
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's
아니.
no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. During that
들었던
time,
거잖아.
the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Okay
그래.
then. Was there anything?
불가사의한
No,
사건.
it's not a particularly mysterious case.
왜?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute.
그래.
It doesn't
기업의
take a
보안
DeLorean
요원이라는 거
polymath
얘기를 했잖아.
to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
그 불가사의하진 않지. 미스테리는 아닌 것 같아. 미스테리는 맞지만 풀지 못한 숙제는 아닌 것 같죠. 사건은.
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that.
일단 노조한테 한번
The
가봐야
union
되네.
clearly
저기
wants
노조가
the
아니고
peace,
저기
not just of the
의사하는
industrial
아들이
harbor,
어떤
but the
말을
White
하는지
Pines
그걸
Corporation itself.
알아봐야 되는 거네.
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the Union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
그래, 우리가 관할수가 틀린데 왜 같은
I'm
사건을 맡고
afraid
있지?
you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
아씨. 두 개의 관할서에서 진짜 경쟁을 하고 있는 거야. 찌질한 것도.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use.
You don't
Sure.
know? I assumed you were in on it.
그래, 설명 좀
What's there
해줘.
to say? It's just stupidity.
그래,
The
어떤 종류
cop
한심함이지.
Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here.
이
And now it's
구역은
come to
니꺼
its
내꺼 하고
natural
있는
conclusion.
거네. 노동조합에 불법을 하는 거를 법을 어기는 것을 방관을 하고 일이 터지니까 이 사람들이 온 거구나.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both
쓰레기네.
our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
그렇지.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
자원에서 왔지만 내랑 경쟁하고 싶진 않다 이거네. 그렇지.
Yes,
맞지.
I'm an unrepentant spoilsport.
여기가 그렇게 특이한가?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't
근데
exist.
근데 왜 여기 신경 쓰는 거야?
Adrenaline comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and
누가
the
차-
57th. The lieutenant was
이것을
right.
차지하는 게
It's
아니고
not
누가
about
자기
who
미달인지를
gets
보려고 하는
what's
거야.
north. It's about who doesn't.
그래. 그
He opens one hand and looks at it.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo?
미치겠네.
I didn't know that was even possible. It must be a great burden.
그렇지.
It's
부담은
good to
되지만
have
개성이라 볼 수
an
있지.
ambidextrous paradetective in a labor dispute. I can see why they sent you. Should we go?
야.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned
승균이
it.
임무 완료했습니다.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
와, 3%. 오케이. 야, 이 사건 해결이 안 되겠는데. 뭐야.
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A
발로 차야
closer
된다, 이거,
inspection.
새끼들.
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantorie mail collect. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
오케이.
I don't. Let's
He must see the box as the weaker of the two, and you as a bully. The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic.
떠난다. 아, 근데 우측동 발로 차도 체력이 이리 깎였다고. 이 아저씨, 만화 아저씨지, 가판대 아저씨였지, 아까.
Welcome to
그래.
Revachol.
인정주의 화물차 기사라고. 경의로 향해서 얘기했다고.
Don't
그래.
you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
그래.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
그래.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
싸가지 없는 새끼 말 돌리기는.
I know
말
exactly
빨로 안
what you
되니까, 이
meant.
새끼가.
You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself, but
Yeah.
you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's
RCM.
actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
올.
Silence. The air between them. Your partner needs
멋진다.
backup. Now's your moment to shine.
그래. 몇 가지
Whatever
질문을
you
했네.
say, officers.
담배 있나? 담배 있나?
He's got
에이.
to smoke right there, in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers.
그래.
It's my last one.
그래.
Why would I do that? I'm an honest man. But what, officer? Sorry, I couldn't be of any help.
그래.
Oh,
네가
not much
운송하는 문제야.
anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
그래.
Apples?
사과.
Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most
레바숄
popular
놈들이
topic
참 어려운 말을 많이
nowadays,
쓰네.
with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
그래, 넌
I'm
정말
not just
인종주의자네.
racist. Look, I've read books. Huh?
책을 읽으면
The science
인종주의자가
of
아이가
racial
있었지.
theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
그래.
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority.
그래,
This
그리고
concerns you, policemen, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
그래.
Oh?
이 새끼들이야. 그래.
Don't push your luck, Runt.
까불고 있어, 이 새끼야. 미안. 여기 좀 올라가는 게 뭐가 있어.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, the windows are clear.
Oh,
They've been
새끼.
recently washed.
뭐야, 이거?
You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The
시장.
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued. The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays.
오케이.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
그래, 이 트랙이 특수가
Likely,
있거라고
yes.
생각하냐고.
This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
오케이. 스킬 하나 배웠죠. 어스름. 레벨업. 오케이. 쭉 한번 둘러보자.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island,
기념동상.
pointing toward the sea. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane. Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
뭐야, 백과사전. 17% 백색판전. 나중에 제시도 할 수 있습니다. 제시도 할 수 있으면 바로
What did he
시도하지.
do? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
올리고 와야 되나?
A silver plaque on the statue's
아,
not a
됐다.
good track record of mental health.
뭔가를 올리고 와야 된다. 다른 길이 없나? 전 아까 손대면 안 된대, 진짜 했으면. 손대면 때린대. 결국은 여기 이 아저씨하고 얘기를 해야 되네. 오케이.
Bastards!
부사대 대장.
We have a right to work!
이 사람이 구사대 대장이구나. 오케이,
Hold
무슨
up
일이고.
and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No? 그래, 내가 왜?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
그래,
Good.
그럼 아니라고 말하지.
We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different.
우리 서로 그렇게 다르지
It
않아.
helps if people see us talking.
사람들이 우리
Cops
파업을,
and strike breakers together.
파업 파괴단과 경찰이 대화하는 장면을 보는 것
side.
자체로 도움이 되고 있어.
Builds confidence.
경찰이랑 지금 파업 파괴단하고 같이 이야기하는 것만 도움이 된다고. 그래.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I
그렇긴
don't
하지.
trust cops, but I can see you understand the
Right to work! Right to work!
노동권을 보장하라. 노동권을 보장하라.
rights
그
of people,
대의가 정확하게 대의가
rights
뭐라는 거야?
of workers,
민중의
to
권리,
have gainful
노동자의 권리.
employment, to make a salary,
급여가
and
나오는
feed their
일자리 가진 권리.
families.
맞지, 이거는. 이 사람도 좀 힘을 실어줘야 되겠는데. 그래,
Maybe you should
물어볼게.
ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a... We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
왜 이 새끼 나한테 욕하고 지랄이야, 이거. 난간에 있는 남자를 가르친다고.
Scab.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
그래,
Right
그렇지.
to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We're
그래,
not picking
전문부자가
a side
아니다.
in this just yet, sir.
그래.
Let us work!
그래,
When a
아우.
bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
그래, 요구하는 게
Beats me.
뭐냐고.
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
Have
일을 달라는
the
거야.
right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the
Oh.
attire seem ill-fitting.
구조하라니. 이게 그냥 조합원이 그걸 아니라는 거야.
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man
그래.
with much. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
그래.
honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
그래, 왜 따르는 거지?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were.
Given
Yeah.
a job!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
그래, 니 진짜 어디
What's
출신이야,
it to
니?
you?
그래. 그래.
No. Don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
그래.
We're all
새끼.
workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
그래,
Work
경우는
tent.
어디 쓰려냐?
Territorial. Ring a
테레토리얼.
bell?
그래.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. We were
그래.
promised work.
네 목표가 도대체
Be
뭐냐고.
in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main
그래.
gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
조작판을
And I
취직해
don't
있다고.
mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
헤드 메저. 그래, 한꺼번에 습격하는
Why
방법.
don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of...
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
그래.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
새끼 좀 그래. CRIH. 난 올라갈 수 있지. 오. 그 이제 야들하고 말 좀 들어볼까. 이것들 뭐야? 말 안 그러지 얘네들은. 오케이. 여기 한번 들어보자.
Nobody betrays your
내재도야구나.
degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
체격을 좀.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
그래.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb
우리
to
자리에 들어가야 돼.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman.
그래.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4.
Show him the ham still got it.
그래.
Begging for
인종이
help.
상관없다고.
Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You gave the
야들은 강압적으로
world
나가야 되나?
eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic. You dominated lesser cultures like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has... You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby. Yeah, you
저
know
옆에 이제
it.
깝죽대는 딸내미. 딸내미.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
그래.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch. No,
그래.
don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
그래.
Go ahead.
아,
Don't be shy.
아.
Just ask for race secrets.
그런 거 하지 마.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to sock anything to an infant such as you.
그래.
Racists
인식이
are
무슨 의미냐고,
generally
이 새끼야.
not very good examples of
한판
the race.
때려볼까?
I am not like them. I am craniometric
싸워서 못 이길 것
perfection.
같은데.
I have taken the trouble to
나 빠르드는
permanently
남잔데.
draw a free knowledge.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
뭐야?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely, it is
그래, 그렇구나.
impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what this leads me to conclude, you are not a police
너요?
officer.
이 새끼고요.
You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors. Your racial heritage is uninteresting.
It is the same as
어떤 이런
all
생각을 갖고 있는 거야?
Revacholians.
He's right there. It's almost
너 이 새끼
impossible to
안 되겠어.
get it
너는
on unless you're
버릇을
perfectly
고쳐야
drunk.
되겠어.
It's too scary when people are sober. How did this happen? Your little
You must be out of your mind.
그래.
fist cracks in his hand
체력을
like
또
a
잃었어.
rotten apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Your hand twists in his grip and
똑같겠다.
the pain blinds you. Still, you press the words out of your throat.
그래.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any
피 두 개
further.
깎여서 하나도 깎이면 게임 끝나는 거 아이가? 지는 거 아이가? 죽는 거 아이가? 그래.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do
백인이든
with
흑인이든
this.
상관이 없다고.
The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
그래.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has
개인주의
only
딱 내 스타일인데.
contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Jam, individualism. You have gotten these
Local-
ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have
그래.
rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
그래.
The
세면이
South
누구야?
Island race.
남쪽
Ablogo
인종이라고.
for A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient. We are the future. That is all you need to know. I am a descendant.
후손이라고.
The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass or
그래.
no. I have heard about it on the radio.
라디오에서
You would be
그런다고.
appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
그렇지.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. And never...
Kim.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
그래 나는
That is understandable. The previous racist was probably an Occidental.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
아,
We still need to get
피
into
두
the
건에
harbor.
피두 건에 깎였는데. 자, 이 두 건을 채우려면 어떻게 해야 되지? 아, 이렇게 회복할 수 있구나. 아, 십자키를 누르고 회복이 가능하구나, 이게. 징. 안 열려? 경비원 뒤에 있는 버튼을 누르라고. 안 눌러져. 버튼이 안 눌러져. 아까 이야기했던 거. 더 얘기해볼까? 솔직히.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
그래.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
새끼야.
The coin narrowly slips by
또
your
실패다.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures toward.
Right. Always glad to help out.
아, 이거 주나.
We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
그래, 저
My
뒷면은
friend, I
뭐인데.
respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
저 위에 있는 떨거지하고 얘기해야 된다는
Walk right
결론이네.
past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semenese supremacist up there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles him.
Sorry.
그래.
Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
그래,
Because
항공지원이 된다고.
we don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
뭔데?
First, don't fight him. Obviously.
싸우려 들지 말고
Second, get into
복종적인
Sherry's
자세를
theory by
취해서
being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
완전 굽신굽신거리라고 쟤한테.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
오케이. 잠시만. 또 뭐 좋은데 주위에 이제 살펴볼 게 없잖아. 그럼 아직 안 살펴봤던 건 조금 살펴볼까요? 아직 제가 대화를 안 걸어본 사람들. 내려가자. 쟤는 걸어봤고 얘도 걸어봤고 정원사인 이 사람도 걸어봤고 요 사람도 말도 맞죠?
a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler. It's the
무슨
jam, my
일이야?
man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon.
그게
Feels
얼마
like forever.
있었노?
Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Everyone's
Okay.
a critic. So tell me, what do you need? Don't be a stranger.
이건 큰일은 아닌 것 같고 벤치
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look.
We can sit on bench.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
헌터한테 무조건 거실거실거려야 된다. 좋아. 좋아.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
스키니도
A pair of
살펴본다.
found ultras. The design.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found
뭔데, 이거?
sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
$50 필요하다고?
These once respectable.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneak. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. low-fi socialist junk. That's
Okay.
right, officer. You're a high-class policeman who...
와, 이거 뭔데? 왜 제일 비싸? 오, 장갑이다. 장갑 바꿔. 그래. 잠깐. 오케이. 컴온. 오, 뭐야, 여기 어디야, 뭐야. 오, 여기 뭐야, 창고는?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among
절단된
assorted floor
가로등.
and table lamps.
그래.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
가로등
700
뭐지?
real. About
A
700 레알.
bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash.
아니, 700레알.
The light has
really?
undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or... Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary
미쳤다.
indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field.
미친놈들.
You see rows of toy soldiers
과자
guarding
가판대.
the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
백색 판자.
Everything you pick
Uh-huh.
out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
조작 능력을. 잠시만. 네, 조작 능력을 하려면 장갑.
You see Rose try to find something pretty and cool here,
왜?
then use it to win her back. Yes, buy something. This sounds off.
처음부터 조작 능력을 해가지고 볼걸.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and one especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big
스테레오
gold
파일
handle
버전.
on top. This is you. Gold and orange. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
그래.
If police work means playing tapes, sure.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing.
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now.
가져갈 수 있다고.
It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
Okay.
You can play it any way you like. Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa.
와,
Designed
너무
in
비싼다.
Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel format.
너무 비싸다.
It's not often that I see
여기
officers from the
전당포네야.
RC. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector. Just watching the...
I haven't had any problems myself. Though some...
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here.
여행자.
Locals, travellers. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high.
와우.
If he is, on what?
전기화하고. 오케이. 자자자. 전기화하고. 아니. 이게 정기화기잖아. 그래. 다시.
Hello again. How can I help you?
그래. 오케이.
Feeling warm
성공,
and
성공,
enthralled
성공,
by the
성공.
movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to cut a
Pyrrolidon.
drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
그렇지.
How would I know?
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on
그래.
Pyrrolidon is just something you know, since the People's Pile disaster. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for...
He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace so much disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best. No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor,
인민의 원자로.
hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
조직적인 자원에서 만든 조직이라고.
I lived by the
불길을
river since
억제하기
I was a
위해서.
small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however.
인민의
A bad
원자로.
idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved
제대만이
communities.
대기를 공부할 수 있게
It
생각하고
malfunctioned.
말이야.
Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
그래.
The cleanup
전당포를
happened
어쩌-
15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this, so I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get... I like the theory more than the
경험했고.
story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
팔고
Let
이쁜
me have a
물건이
look.
있어.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
손수건. 손수건 하나뿐인데.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness.
작은 것을 팔라고.
That's all I know.
옷을
I'm
팔고
not
싶어.
purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
아이 새끼 이거 진짜.
Another time, perhaps. Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
내가 여기다 총을 맡겨뒀다고.
What? Sold?
미쳤다. 내가 전당포에 총을 팔았구나.
The lieutenant
근데
shifts
이마가
from
어떤
one
여자한테
foot
총을
to
팔았다고?
another. Alert.
You
We've killed here
미친놈.
too. That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions.
He's
미친놈.
not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
You
그래.
weren't quiet yourself, officer. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that when I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on
아하, 일이 어렵게 됐네.
it.
일이 어렵게
Then I
됐어,
agreed
진짜.
to take it.
내가 지금 경찰 배지랑 총을 찾아야 되는데 술 처먹고 잊어먹어가지고. 근데 알고 보니까 술 처먹고 전당포에다 팔았다고, 총을. 그래도 네가 안 사주니까 내 입에다 총을 넣고 사주라고. 진짜 쓰레기네, 쓰레기.
You sucked on a gun? Good.
내가 얼마에
15
팔았는데?
real.
15레알에 팔았다고.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. This has got to be the most. Wow.
와.
There's pity there too, in case you didn't notice.
그래.
It certainly does, especially in Revachol. She
사람이
didn't
경찰이었나?
seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit. Truth be
총에 집착을
told,
했다고.
she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously,
어떤 여자를 찾아야 돼.
his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
그래.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
여자를 찾아야 되네.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was.
A needle in a haystack. There is
Wow,
nothing you
이걸
can do
어떻게
about
찾아라.
it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
그래.
Of course.
그래.
I
우리
doubt
조사에
it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
그래.
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself.
트럭?
Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business.
No one likes to see
임마
what you have
이거요.
to
좀
see
도와주면
every
돼,
day.
도와줘.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dump.
Sure thing. Sure, man.
그래.
Have you tried it before?
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
그래.
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling.
그래.
That's the coalition government ordained parolidon. Straight. Not so sure about this.
그래.
Of course.
맞아. 나가는 길 어디지? 여기다. 이놈은 또 뭐야?
A couple of indicator lights are missing
관문
from this
제어판,
control panel.
조작판의
Loose
표시점이 몇 개
wires
바
stem
비어
from the now
있다고.
vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that
아,
lets
여기
you cross
다리가
the
있구나.
canal.
이걸
But there's a
관문이
crashed salmon and butter sign in the way.
작동을 하면 다리가
Pulling the
되는구나.
lever probably won't do anything. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the... Nothing happens. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock. Wasn't there a sign over there saying function?
G'day to you, officers.
오, 인사성이 밝네. 그래.
It's supposed to operate the water lock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be
열쇠가
reactivated.
있어야 된다고?
Wouldn't want anyone moving the water lock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning.
수요일 아침에
You
재가동할
want to do the honors
예정이라고.
when the time comes?
그래.
Great. Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the water lock at work.
7시
They say the canal
15분.
crew will be here at 7:15.
야.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the third day.
Well, there's the fishing village, an
해안
abandoned fish
안에는 어촌이
market,
있다고.
a bizarro church.
교회도
Not much
있고.
use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be... Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
야. Come on. 아이템들을 하나둘씩 찍어봅시다. 오케이. 와. 이 게임 네모 머리 아프면서도 굉장히 그거 하네요. 도구 뭐야 이거는? 파이널리던 보자 파이널리 다시 공개를 뜯고 바로 파이널리 한번 읽어봅시다. 어떤 날 말 그대로 마약이네. 와, 감정 1이 올라가고 체력 1이 빠진다고. 지금 체력이 너무 약해서 안돼. 4개 중에서 절반 있는데 체력. 아니야 이대로만 그대로 가. 권총 추정 수요일에 관문 닫기. 매우 어려운 보통 전설적 매우 어려운 보통 매우 어려운 보통 천무더기 삼각형 신분증 부실. 아 이게 이제 했던 거네. 진행 중인 게 지금 이거고. 알겠습니다. 이거는 뭐야? 뭐야? 이게 뭐지? 이게 뭐지? 수술한 기각기에 내면아 이게 뭐죠? 실제 기억이 돌아옴. 문제. 뭐야 이게? 날짜, 이름. 3개를 세팅할 수 있는데 이 능력치를 조금씩 올리는 거구나. 총 보너스 능력을 라저 위에 있네. 오케이. 오늘 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 이 게임 하면 할수록 빠져들기는 빠져드는데 뭔가 멍해요. 멍해. 뭔가 좀 책을 한 걸 보는 것 같기도 한데 좀 어려운 책을 약간 보는 느낌. 퀘스트가 너무 많아요. 얘를 해결하러 이쪽 퀘스트에 가면 다른 퀘스트가 한 두세 개가 더 생겨요. 그러니까 퀘스트 폭탄이라고 볼 수 있는 거죠. 와우, 쉣. 그래도 나름 흥미롭네요. 이때까지 겪어보지 못한 새로운 방식의 게임. 신선하긴 신선합니다. 예. 감사합니다. 다음에 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 물고기다리였습니다. Thank you. Yeah.